What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, you know they call America the land of opportunity. And that applies also to criminals and people that they, have opportunistic, predatory thoughts and actions on targeting people when they want something from them that ain't, almost cussed, ain't theirs. I want you to take a look at this goofball up here. This cockeyed dude right here, his name is Savalas with a S, cigar, like the kind you smoke. This guy's from Miami, South Florida, and he's currently under arrest. Why? This man carjacked a woman named, she's pictured over here, her name is Glenda Davis. He carjacked this woman after threatening her with a hammer because she wouldn't give him money. Not only did this guy take the car, but he almost took off with her brother in the car, who's disabled and deaf. Luckily, he threw himself out the car before this idiot took off with the car. Now, this happened Sunday afternoon, right? Yesterday, police found this guy in the car. A police chase occurred where they hit him with a pit maneuver, and he totaled this woman's car. Now, a lot of times we focus on these crimes of what the person did and how messed up it was, but it has ramifications a lot of times with it, as far as, the financial hardships that comes with somebody's negligence with somebody else's property that's not theirs, and a lot of things people go through. A car to a lot of people is life. It's the way you make your money. It's the way you go to and fro. And for somebody to take that away from you, that's a devastating blow sometimes to how people live their everyday life. Take a look at this story and pay attention to what the lady says. I feel so bad for her, man. And stuff like this make me really angry at the fact that people don't think before they act on somebody else's stuff. Take a look.
Well, a South Florida woman says she was carjacked after a man asked for money. Then the suspected carjacker led police on a chase. That chase ended in a crash on Miami Beach. Only on 6, Nico Clemens spoke with the woman. He's live right now on Miami Beach. Nico.
And Trina, this woman says she hasn't really slept much in the last few days. Her car flipped here on Alton Road, just right across the street. And when we spoke with her, Trina, she broke down in tears, one, because of what happened to her, but two, she said she worked so hard for this car to get it and to pay it off, and now she doesn't have one. And not to mention, several of her personal belongings were inside the SUV, which are now gone. Years of hard work.
He destroyed 7 years of my life here like this.
Gone.
I feel hopeless. I feel destroyed.
Glenda Davis says she had just parked her SUV Saturday when a man came up to her asking for money. Davis says when she told the man she didn't have any, he pulled out a hammer.
I was shaking because the guy threatened me with a hammer.
Davis says she was able to walk away, but moments later, she heard her brother yelling.
My brother come to here, run here and say, Glenda, the guy take the car.
She says the man stole her SUV. Davis says her brother, who's disabled, was inside the SUV but quickly got out.
This is not right. This is not right.
An arrest report says the next day, a license plate reader picked up the stolen SUV in the city of Miami. Investigators say the man inside the SUV was Savalas Cigar. Police say when they tried to pull Cigar over, he sped off. Police started chasing. FHP says one of their officers hit the SUV, causing it to flip on Alton Road in Miami Beach, just outside Mount Sinai Medical Center. Davis came back to Alton Road Tuesday to see where her SUV flipped. There's debris and glass still in the grass. She also wanted to see if she could find anything. She did.
He's charging to my credit card.
Davis found her credit card.
La Biblia.
Her SUV is destroyed, but her Bible was still in the front seat. Davis isn't sure how she'll move forward, how she'll make up the last 7 years.
I spent 7 years of my life to working hard for pay my car, and look at this happening. Now I am with nothing.
Thankfully, no one was hurt during this chase. Cigar, right now, he is still in jail. As for Dafa, she is raising money to help buy a new car and anything she lost that was inside her SUV. So if you would like to help her out, just head to our website, click the link to this story. In Miami Beach, Nico Clemens, NBC6 News.
Guys, that's the story, man, and I feel bad for that lady, man. She, like she said, she didn't deserve that. Hell, nobody does. You work hard for something, and you pay something off, man, especially a car, man. That's a sense of accomplishment, and it's one less bill you got to deal with, thus making your life easier and giving you a sense of accomplishment that you made all 7 years and making the payments and not losing the car. But to go and have somebody come and do something like this, some low light. It says, this is the story as it's supposed to be, supposedly what happened. It said Glenda Defus was parking her SUV in Miami Saturday when a man asked her for money. When she told him she didn't have any money, he approached her with a hammer and threatened her. She said, I was shaking. I thought he was threatening me with a hammer. Defus said, I said, you're going to destroy yourself for this, and you'll destroy my life. Defus said she walked away, but moments later, the man got inside her SUV and took off. Her brother, who was disabled and deaf, was inside the vehicle, but got out when the man hopped in. Now check this part out. It says Defus said several of her personal belongings were inside the SUV, including her credit card, which she said the suspect later used. She said the suspect also sold several of her belongings. Defus had to borrow a phone so she could call 911. Quote, it took 7 years to pay this car, and finally I had no more payments, what I tell you. And this happened. Defus said, I feel hopeless and I feel destroyed. Defus went searching for her vehicle. According to an arrest report, the next day, a license plate reader picked up the stolen SUV in the city of Miami. This guy took her SUV from wherever she was at and went and chilled like it's his stuff, kept the car and everything, used the credit cards. I don't know if you guys have ever had anything stolen from you of significant value, but I mean, just the worry of having your ID and all this other stuff taken by some dude that don't care about nothing, or just the person just taking your stuff, it make you feel a certain type of way. Like she said, she felt defeated. It's wrong. It's wrong. Dude walked up to her begging, let me get some money. I ain't got no money. He pulled a hammer out. See, these people nowadays, it's not even a point of if they're targeting you because they think you got money. They're threatening you in hopes that they don't know if you got money or not. They're threatening you in hopes of scaring you into just, oh, I got something here. How desperate you gotta be. This is a grown man, probably in his 40s or 50s, out there doing street stuff. You was able-bodied enough to go and steal this lady's car and threaten this old woman and steal her car and then tear it up. You couldn't go out there and find a job or right the ship in your life and point you in a positive direction where you could get a car instead of stealing it. It's crazy, man. It's like so many people. You'd be surprised how many people, especially grown men out here right now, that'd rather beg somebody to do something for them than rather get on their own feet. At his age, if he ain't got it, he'll never get it. So I guess he looks at it like, oh, I'm gonna fuck up, so I'm gonna go fuck somebody else's life up. Thus is the case right here. This type of stuff, man, jail ain't gonna fix. Jail ain't gonna fix. See, it's hard enough to live your life in the real world with good parenting and giving good counseling and having people give you good advice, and you took it. There are some people out here that have been given good advice, but just been hard-headed when they were younger, burned bridges, so on and so forth. And then they end up being in this position where they hate themselves, thus hate everybody else that have shit that they want, that they feel as though they should got. But if they did the right thing, they could have gotten it. Whose fault is that? Shameful. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Show this dude the flowers. I'm out.